Well, as I said in the endorsement, I'm glad there are three branches of government with a Ron Paul president. Um, the main thing I think is that we would get a total restoration of a presidency that is not all powerful and all meddling. Um, I think after several vetoes, he might bring the Democrats and Republicans together around a budget that could unify the nation in ways that more partisan figures might not. Um, I, I I don't, I should confess, I don't see him as becoming president. I think he would be pretty hard to win and very easy to sort of beat from Obama. But I do think it would be, as a campaign, by far the most interesting and coherent contrast if the Republicans really believe that this election, which I don't, by the way, that this election is some kind of seminal moment between being pro-government or being anti-government, then who better to represent that position more coherently than Ron Paul? If you are a Tea Partyer and this is where you want to take your party, why would you on earth support what Michelle Bachmann, I think, rightly called Newt Romney? If you're a Tea Partyer. I'm not, so I can see the faults in Paul. But I do think we would have a definitive shift towards cutting entitlement and defense spending in a way that I don't think would happen under either the Republicans or, as we've seen, the Democrats, especially the defense spending. And look, we are not going to be able to sustain the kind of entitlements for our elderly that we have maintained so far in the future without either very serious cuts in those entitlements or very serious reductions in our Cold War budget. And we still have a Cold War defense budget, even though the Cold War ended a long time ago. And I think just being able to do that, if you could get it through the Congress, which is very hard, would be worthwhile. But I have no idea what his presidency would be like. It would certainly be a fascinating example of what limited government conservatives truly would do with power. The trouble with libertarians is they're not actually that interested in power. They're interested in freedom, which is why they tend not to get elected. But I think a president interested in freedom rather than power would be rather refreshing. I mean, it's America after all, right?